Hello, good morning everybody. This is my first scheduled stream. I hope to keep this up every single week. Maybe add some more times in the future. Okay. I'm just setting it up on my phone as well. I don't have a dual screen at the moment. It's not here. Come on then. Say hello. Come on. There you go. You just have to say hello at the start, don't you? So I'll be monitoring the chat on my phone. So if you see me looking down, that's why as well. Okay, and I'll be saving this video. So on this stream, I'm going to be doing a quick update on the winners of the Welsh Blitz and Welsh Rapid Play Championships that were held over the weekend. That was on the 22nd and 23rd of April 2023. I didn't play in it myself. I live quite far away, and with 4 NCL next weekend and the Welsh Championships only a couple of weekends ago, it was a little bit too much chess in the month for me at this moment in time. Then I'm going to be looking at how to improve my online blitz, and I'll be discussing some of the things that I'm going to try and do to get my online blitz rating a little bit higher, and you can apply some of the same strategies to online rapid play, and I guess also over the board games as well. It's kind of the same kind of process that you want to be doing. Okay, so let's have a look at the online blitz and see what's actually happening here. Okay, so I appreciate it's not quite central with the screen at the moment, but the Blitz Championships was held on the Sunday, and after 11 rounds, let me just see, it was Daniel Kozizek who won the tournament. He got 11 out of 11, he won every single game, wow. Although I was told beforehand that he was an absolute monster in Blitz, so it's not completely surprising. And Jose Camacho Colados, the IM, was second with 9.5, Rudy Van Kamenaar third with 8.5, and the Rapid Play, which was held on the Saturday, was won by Jose Camacho Colados with 5 points, a joint 5 points with Daniel Kozizek, but because he beat Daniel in the last round, I believe that Jose is the champion, so well done to him. And it looks like Alex Bullen was third with 4.5 points. But same with 4.5 points was Tom Brown, Greg Toszczek and Ethan Rathbone-Jones. Well done to those as well. Okay, well let's look at some chess and see what to do. So that's the Welsh Championships actually tied up, to be honest, because so Jose Camacho Colados is the Rapid Play champion at the moment, and Daniel Kozizek is both the Blitz champion and also just the Welsh champion overall. He got 7 out of 7 a few weekends ago, and that's in the classical time control. Okay, Blitz chess, online chess, how to actually get better at it. There's lots of different software that you can use. Here I'm going to be playing on chess.com, and okay, you can see here this is the main news. I'd always advise you, by the way, to have a little read of the news, just to see what you can learn from it. I've already played through this game because I was watching it live yesterday, so I'm not going to click on that today at the moment. I think one of the best things that you need to do is to make sure that you warm up before playing any kind of games. If you play online rapid play, blitz, or over the board, it's always good to do some short, sharp tactics before you actually start. So I'm going to do some Puzzle Rush just to start off before jumping into some online games. I've actually connected my mouse for the first time in a very long time, which is probably something that you should also do. If you're playing on your phone or if you're playing on the touchpad, you can't really move quick enough. Although I'm not too bad on my phone nowadays, but definitely with a mouse it should be better. So I'm just making sure that it actually does connect properly. So let's see. And actually a bit of a challenge actually from some Welsh people recently. I think they've said that the Puzzle Rush, the 5-minute score, I think one of my students actually got to 39 or maybe even 40, and so he's actually started to kind of give me a bit of banter that he's going to be the same as me, so I should try to stop it actually, but to try and get a bit higher. So I really think I can get to about 45 if I really practice it But I'm not so sure that that's going to be the case. Right, okay, let's see how we do and get warmed up. A couple of puzzle rushes, and then we'll jump into some online blitz. Not that quick at the moment. Oh, what's this one? Queen. This old chestnut, this one pops up loads. Here it is again. Okay. Here it is again, third time. Make sure you recognise that one. Oh, what's this one? Oh. What is this one? Queen here, check, king c7. Okay, we can go in the centre. This one. Yep, there. And then win the rook. If in doubt, give a check is probably the best course of advice. I didn't even know why that one was right then. Just take a rook. Checkmate. White to play that king here is beautiful. Check, check, check. We go bishop here, check. King comes out. D6 makes more sense. This might be wrong. Ah. Okay, so check, mate. It's pawn. D4. It could be any move here, couldn't it? Oh, that's unlucky. That's here. It's here. Nearly got that wrong. That's nice. A lot of back rank stuff here as well, which is always good to see. What's this one? I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it? Sense. Oh, we win the rook. Okay, what's going on here? Can we? Oh, let's checkmate. Anastasia's mate there. Lots of checks. Which one will it be? Rook check, king forwards. Knight c3 somewhere. Why am I not missing this one? Bishop check here because it's in the back rank. Very silly. Actually, just rook here, I think. Wins. Rook here. Check. Oh, it's check. Okay. Ah, wrong was square. I should have potted with the rook. Rushed my move. Take it. Queen, some check. Where do we want to put our queen? Why is this not simple? Ah, we can't. King g2 is going to happen. Why am I missing this? Maybe just c2 because we're queen. We'll take a look. So let's think that this would be a checkmate scene. Yep, good. Black to play. Ah, that was terrible. Right, let's just have a look back through a few of these as well. Okay, I didn't want it to open up a fresh one. What about the one that I got wrong? It's this one. Okay, so I got this one wrong. What did I say? I said d6 because the king moved to here, didn't it? How can I just play problem? Okay, so king to f8. Where did I go wrong here? So maybe bishop here check. Okay, but we can move the king away from the rook like this. And win the rook. Okay, that was easier than I thought it would be. Okay. This one we got wrong. Oh yeah, I got this wrong. Because when he went here, I went here, which is right. But when he went check, I did the wrong move because he takes this pawn with check if you move your king. So I should block with a rook and take it. I could have got those. But then again, I'm going fast. So here, so here the pawn can just take the rook. This is one of those problems where you you think the board's the other way around, which is really annoying. Okay, let's have a look. Oh no. Oh, well, we're starting again. I need to go again anyway, so that's all right. Back into that. Just checkmates. Okay, back into that. Checkmates. Oh, checkmates. Clearly. Okay, here. Ah, no! I was lucky. Checkmates. That way, pawn takes makes sense. Checkmates. Thank you. 3 pieces. What can we get here? No, we can take a rook. I don't know which enemy is. Not taking. Ah, it's taking. Or would have been checkmates. There's this back rank mate again. What's this one? Oh, checkmate. Nice. Bishop comes in. That's horrible. Checkmate that way. Checkmate this way. That checkmate twice in a row. Oh, this is a slightly harder one. Is the queen trapped in, maybe? It was. A good combination. Checkmate this way. Pawn forward. Okay, we're black. Wins. Oh, gal's mate. Very nice. What's this one? Oh, is this going to be checkmate with the rooks? Very nice. Okay, we can win the bishop and the queen. Okay, and then win the rook somehow. Yep. Check the pawn. I wanted to do the discovered attack for some reason, but be careful of these pens, make sure that they actually work. Turn that way, I'm guessing this one, and then this one. To that. He's not threatening anything yet. Close. Oh, let's check with the knight. We can just take the knight. Move the rook. Ah, why was that wrong? I do not know. What's this one? What is this one? Check. I'll look here. White. Let's go to minute 30 left. 3 wrong. 34 scored. So if I got those 3 right, which is possible, on 37 with a minute 30 left, I would have beaten my score. So can I actually get these right? What was wrong with this one? So what I did, he did with that. So I did knight takes rook. I should just pawn takes bishop because it's going to lead to checkmate. How silly am I? I like this one. So this one I actually got right, didn't I? So well, first couple of moves, I took here, that's fine. Rook g2 is wrong. Ah, I can just do knight c7. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where in the game, both moves still actually win, which is kind of annoying. So what about this one? So I got this one wrong. I went bishop, oh no, his king moves. I went bishop here, check. So why is that wrong? I still win the rook. I guess king goes backwards, and then when I take the rook, they take my bishop. So there must be something much better here. Maybe just queen here, and then just take the bishop. I'm not taking the bishop. So what was it then? King here. What do we do next? H3 brings the king this way. Let's see how that helps. How does that help? How does that help at the moment? Checking my stream. Oh, hello. Okay, right, I can see some people in the chat giving me some comments. Thanks very much, Joel. So I do need to tweak some things, do I? Let me just do that. Go to settings. Let's have a look. Is that better for the board? Oh no, I see what you mean. It's actually this one. Is that better, guys? Yeah, I don't understand. I'm pretty sure I remember last time I was streaming and the chat came up on my phone. But I can see it on the Twitch channel that I have here, so why can I not see the chat here? Is that it? Whispers or something? Notifications. Stream Manager. It says use Stream Manager to monitor your chat activity feed and more. Well, that would be good if I could actually load on my phone. Maybe I've just got an old needs updating on the app, perhaps. No, I don't want to install that. Yeah, I will be doing some streaming in the future where I've got a dual screen, but not at the moment. Okay, right, yeah. I'll flick over to the chat every so often, and if you've got any questions for me, you can put it in there. Am I a pro player? I think is somebody asked as well. Well, depends what you mean by pro. I don't make my money from playing chess. I do a lot of coaching and teaching, which is how I make a living. So I guess a professional chess coach. But yeah, I am a FIDE master and a former Welsh champion. And played for Wales in the Olympiad a few times as well. But I can't figure out this puzzle, which is apparently 1900 rated, and it's apparently not taking the bishop. So what am I missing here? Is it something simple? H3, what? Queen here, check maybe. What's the idea? Well, just take a pawn. If we go here, check, then king here. What's the idea? I don't know. Oh no, can there be checkmate? Oh, how stupid am I? We go here, check, and then we go here. Apparently we can trap the king all the way around. Oh, that was terrible. The terrible thing about it was not missing it during the rush, it was more missing it during after going through it afterwards. Yeah, that is bad. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's do some blitz games then, and kind of feel yourself getting a little bit warmed up. Sometimes you might want to do one puzzle rush, sometimes you might want to do 3, 4, 5, however many it is. Make sure you're in the right, obviously, state of mind for it, and you know, make sure you've had some food, had a coffee, whatever it is your morning routine is, or if you're doing it later on in the day, perhaps. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a morning person. I like to have a big meal and probably sometimes mid-afternoon, which is when most chess games are played in proper tournaments. But needs must. So let's play some blitz and see what happens. See if I'm better with my mouse or whether I'm just a bit terrible. Who knows? How's that looking on the stream? Okay, yeah, you can see everything there, can't you? Although maybe my name at the bottom isn't too good. Well, let's see if we can get some opponents. It's taking its time. Probably not many people on this time in the morning. Probably not best to have your dog in your lap either. But you like to be there, don't you? You should be. There's also a big question as well as when you're playing online. It's should I play my actual opening repertoire or not? Because when I play in over the board games, which are obviously more important, people might look at my games online and then start to prepare for me from that. So sometimes I like to be a bit different, but it's definitely a double-edged sword, because I've been playing some quite speculative gambits sometimes in my online chess, and that's not too good. Okay, there's nobody on at 20 past 9 AM in UK time in the morning. That can't be right, surely not. Everybody's tired from playing in all the Olympic esports championships, or maybe everybody's just waiting for Ding Lipo again at 10 AM. Is it a rest day today? I don't think it's a rest day, is it? It might be. Why is my chat not here? Yeah, so if you are online at this time, I should be. I'm going to be doing these streams pretty much every week. Next week I will be at the Foreign CL because it's a bank holiday here in the UK. If that's where you're from, then you already knew that. Which means I'll be playing in an over-the-board match, so I'll probably be preparing for that at this time. In fact, when actually is that? This doesn't look like we're finding an opponent at the moment, does it? Which is quite a shame. So let me just go back to the play part. Foreign CL. So, dates and venues. Does it tell me the time? So it's 29th April, 1st of May in Milton Keynes. What time is the third game? I think it's usually 11 AM, so I might be able to stream, I might not, we'll just have to see. So I'm at the hotel, I'll probably hit the gym and get breakfast, and then it's preparing for your opponent. It's still searching for an opponent. What is the hold up here? I can't be the highest rated online. Surely not. Game 11 today, is it? Yeah. I have lost track sometimes of what day it is, to be honest, as well. What day is it? And it's been a fantastic World Championship match for the amount of wins as well, which is something that we're just not used to. And even though Ding's prep has been a little shaky, like yesterday, he's definitely been adventurous in what he's chosen. And to be honest, if you take a couple of small instances in the match, he could easily be winning it. The game he played the French, I was like loving it that he played the French defence, and then and Lipo did get a small edge, but he went wrong, and I thought Ding was potentially pressing to win, at least definitely hold it, and then he just collapsed, didn't he, in time trouble. So maybe that time. Aha! I've got a match. Okay, let's see. 2260 from France. Let's go. Queen's Gambit is pretty much standards. Okay, I alternate between these two knight moves, either knight c3 or knight f3. Oh, a6 is an interesting move, so he wants to take on c5 and then play b5, so pretty much everybody just takes here now. Okay, I had a game like this actually in the local league the other week, and I actually played it wrong. So I meant to go bishop e6 here. This is the main move. And then in my game in the local league I went queen b3 and my opponent moved his knight and I was like, oh, because I'm meant to take here first with my bishop. Okay, c6 here. This is interesting. I haven't really got much time to think about it though. What do I want to do? I don't think c6 is meant to be bishop e6, I swear it is. Is there anything wrong with c6? Probably not. e4 is the move to look at, but I'm just a bit worried that I'm going to get checked more than he's going to get checked. Okay, let's just keep it simple. If in doubt, keep it simple. Okay. I will hit you with this then. Yeah, b4 could happen here, but it's a bit adventurous. Just keeps this knight guarding this pawn. Now that he's played b5, just causing him an issue, hopefully. I've used too much time to get to this position. Better blitz players would not use this much time. I promise you they would not. Okay, let's stonewall. Vargalo, push. There's an FM2, low rated online blitz FM like me, somehow lower rated than me. Thought I was low for an FM, but it's not. Okay, he's chucking stuff around a lot. I will play. Yeah, I think this is a little speculative, to be honest. Could take it, and he goes knight e4 is his idea. Could be a problem. Dog hairs in my face. Don't take it though. He's going to take my bishop. Knight e4 comes next. Okay. Fire with fire. This is going to be a wild game. So low on time already. Wish I just kept things simple in the end. Anything can happen here. It could rip apart my position, but I'm not technically losing anything, and in blitz, if you're not technically any material down, it doesn't matter what your position looks like, you could be fine. Oh, so he wants to pin my rook. Doesn't actually do too much. Oh, it does. G3. Okay, let's let him do this attack. I'm intrigued. This is quite funny. Maybe it's not the right reason to play moves because you think they're funny, but I think this is quite funny. So I'm going to let him go g3, I'm going to move my bishop back and let him take here and then move my bishop back again. Well no, you can just take it and then go queen h4 check and it should be game over. So maybe that wasn't the right idea. But he's got low time. Oh, he finally takes that, okay. Well, I'll take that back. g3 check, I fully expect to be played here. Don't lose on time. Queen out. Okay, so he's going to move his bishop back to there. It's like a discovered check. Okay, well, let's just retreat then. Oh no, bishop g3 check. Oh no, I can take it. Okay. Let's take a pawn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Vagale Push, you were actually playing quite well, but just can't move fast enough, which is what I did in the latter half of that game. Okay, 47 seconds left when he was running out of time. Did you click rematch? It's usually quite fair if you oh, he did click rematch, okay. Let's have a look at some of the Twitch. Yeah, okay. It's always fair to try and give somebody a rematch with the opposite colours, at least play them one with white, one with black. Had a game in the Welsh Championships that went similar like this actually. What to do now? You're threatening to take on c5 here. I'll never believe it. Yeah, I do want to get the chat working. Thank you very much for the message. I wish I was an expert, but this is my first proper stream in a very long time, so apologies if it's not gone perfectly. So this is some long line of this King's Indian fianchetto variation here. I do like playing the King's Indian. It's one of those openings where you can play for a winner's black in most lines, and you kind of have to know your stuff a little bit, but to be honest, most people don't know much theory, and it's actually just a lot of fun. Okay, so I don't know whether I want to go forward or backwards here. This is the move. Oh no, I gotta take first. Have I gotta take first? I think I've got to take first. My knowledge here, what the opening theory line that I've looked at is very shaky. It's whether this knight on the edge of the board is actually good or not. You see it's putting a lot of pressure on here, so that's why bishop h6 is good. You attack this knight, threaten to take here, and then you win the bishop back. Because you don't want to give up your dark square bishop in positions where you fianchetto just for a knight for nothing. Not only am I winning the pawn, but I'm also getting the dark square bishop out, which is why he has to play e3. And then we start to attack the centre. I believe it's either e6 or e5. Although bishop f5 looks like a fun move. And then I think he goes e4. I move the bishop away, he plays f4. Maybe I can take on d2. Who knows? Can I take on d2? I think there is some crazy stuff around here. I don't know any more of it. So 30 seconds up in the clock though, which is quite nice. And what I'll do is, after I've finished this game, I'll go over both of these games, see some analysis, see how I did. Probably missed some very simple things in that first game. Pretty sure my opponent should have beaten me if he just played quick enough. Yeah, he's thinking now because he doesn't want to allow this to happen. So therefore e4 is the only move that pretty much prevents my bishop from taking his rook, and then you can't move his rook because of the bishop. Switch over. Okay. So how can I load this up? Why is this not working? I've played it, guys. Do I take or not? Just throw in bishop g4. No. Bishop g4, he goes f3. And I've got a check. Doesn't do anything. Probably a better version though. Let's do it. It's caused chaos. He's down to 50 seconds and he lost on time in the first game, so he probably really struggles to move quickly, which is a shame. Oh, I can even move my bishop back to here, check, and then take the pawn. That's even nicer. Is my knight going to get trapped? Knight takes c4, queen e2, knight takes b2. No, I can take the rook, okay. Oh, he's going to mate me or something? What? That does not make any sense whatsoever. He's not mating me. Plus I get to take on g4 with my knights and gain tempo. Which is quite nice. Maybe we should just gain tempo on this knight first with my queen. He's not going to threaten checkmate, is he? No. So this game should be all but over. See what he creates. Queen back to here or here maybe. This queen on h6 is just terrible. It's got no support. The rook's not going to help it checkmate me. Threatening to do queen takes knight. Yeah, I'm going to just do queen takes knight though, I think here. I can even do knight takes pawn as well. Not actually, yeah, let's just keep taking stuff. Still actually got no threats. Yeah, maybe knight e3 here, but why not just keep it simple? Take the knight, swap queens, or maybe just queen takes pawn. And he's got nothing. Swap queens next go if I can. Oh, should I keep them on? How many pawns up am I? 3 pawns up, but I give myself a bit of a weird pawn there. Position's okay. It's one of those where he's got no counterplay. Well, let's just do it. I think he's going to lose on time, which is a shame, but where to put this knight? Let's go here. Yeah, but I get to swap off, or I'll swap this way, I think. Because then I can take the pawn on d5. Forget that pawn, then my pawns will be amazing. Okay, well I'll take on a2 then. Yeah, unfortunately lost on time, but it's winning for me here at this point. I think you can't really do too much. Hello everybody, thanks very much for watching and putting questions in the chat as well. It's good. Yeah, this is winning at the end because I'm going to take on a2, so he's got no passed pawns. And I've still got big pressure here, but I've also got checks on his king coming as well, like rook g2 check and then taking here, which is quite nice. Let's just go back through this game though. What's the situation here? How can I go back really quickly? Let's just scroll back up to the top. And now I can do the chess.com analysis. Okay, so I don't know this line perfectly well here, because it could transpose quite a bit. Yeah, sorry Vargo, I'm not going to rematch you just yet. I'm an old man, I'm tired. Okay, so I know that this is theory up until this point. a6 and rook b8, I know that this is theory. Bishop b2, okay. So where's my evaluation gone? Okay, that's the evaluation back. Give me some lines. Okay, an explorer as well. Okay, so no. Takes is right, yeah. Bishop b takes c6, or is it bishop h6 first? Okay, yeah, so b takes, bishop h6, so he's meant to go. Bishop a1. No, looks like a weird move. I mean, okay, I give my dark square bishop up here, and then I'm able to do knight takes c4, but I don't really want to give my dark square bishop up here. That looks like a terrible idea. So can I get onto my chat by watching myself on my phone? I can watch myself. It's a bit weird. But at least I can follow my chat then, which is good. So when you put something new in the chat room, then maybe I can see it on my phone. Okay, so here e3 was just terrible. It's amazing, isn't it? Just having this little bit of knowledge here around the opening, knowing that I take, and that if I put pressure on this knight takes c4. Apparently it didn't like my chess.com computer does not like my analysis here. It actually wants bishop h6 first. There's a slightly better version. Because now bishop a1 still wants me to give the bishop up, but here I don't see how that's a better version. It's not a better version. He's played it right here. This is normal. Okay, so it's bishop a1 is what he meant to play. Yeah, I can see the chat, Joel. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so by all means ask me questions about this, but and then this actually isn't blitz play. This is just opening knowledge. I've known this line for many years, pretty much up until around this point. I've played a lot of King's Indian structures like this. Usually revolves around if this knight is just a terrible piece or not, because it can't go anywhere. Even coming back to b7 is just a shocking square for it. It can't get out. So this knight has to get something on this c4 square, and if it doesn't, then you haven't got much hope. But yeah, he did not know what to do here. So bishop a1 doesn't feel right there. Have we got? How do I get the tree open here? I need to see. Let's click on analysis actually. Will this open up a fresh page? Okay. Let's click on openings. Yeah. Does anybody else in the chat play the King's Indian at all? Moving forward to this point here. Okay, so here at this point, bishop b2 has been played. Queen c2 is the most popular move here, I can see in the tree. And they both scored pretty well for white, Queen c2 and bishop b2. Both like 46% for bishop b2, 51% white wins for Queen c2. That's quite high, considering black wins only 17-21%. So maybe I should not play this line. I don't know about that, Joel. So here, b takes c4 is the main move, although I can start with bishop h6. Bishop h6 has got a much better percentage score. So why is bishop h6 scoring higher than b takes c4? Because after bishop h6, people are playing bishop a1. And the move to block it is not e3, it should be f4. And then I go e5. This is what I remember now when I was looking at this line a while ago. I remember this e5 move coming in. You might see me hovering my cursor over that at some point. Obviously just trying to open up this diagonal. So why do we do this first? Because here f4 is what, not possible or something? Why is the exchange of these two pawns important here? How do I put the computer in? There's openings. So apparently here bc4, bc4 is better for black? No, it can't be. Go to openings here. bc4, bc4, bishop h6, f4. I can believe this being better for black. So why does he, against bishop h6, not play bishop a1? Or he does play bishop a1. So bishop a1 should be the response to bishop h6. And now some people have taken on c4. It can be good to delay this capture, because sometimes you might even want to play b4 keep your opponent guessing. This is called keeping the tension in the centre between these two pawns, because most of the time you're probably going to want to take because you want to open up the b file, you want to open up this side of the board. But sometimes you might want to go b4, maybe there'll be a tactic to win a piece in the future. Of course, you also run the risk of him taking here, in which case we'll recapture with the pawn. But this exchange on b5 is usually quite good for black. You usually want to see that happening. It's usually a positive thing for us because it opens up the queen side a bit more. But okay, so here at this point, bc4, I'm guessing bc4, I'm guessing we transpose back to a main line here, and then bishop f5, and that's quite interesting actually. Bishop f5 and then e4 played, bishop g4, and then f3 has been played, but that loses quite a lot. Bishop e3 check, it's pretty good. Queen c2, and this is the main line. Then we take here, queen takes, knight takes here, and black goes a pawn up, but okay, so this might be where he's got his queen h6 from. Black's a pawn up, but due to this dark square bishop, I'm not so sure this is good. What does the analysis say? It says black's slightly better, but we're a pawn up and we're only slightly better. It's not good enough, I'm afraid. Yeah, well, if you listen to what I'm saying, that'll get you a little bit better at chess. Okay, let's see what happened in the actual game. I don't think this was too much e3 and then bishop f5, and was it one-way traffic after this? e4, bishop g4. So this is a nice little thing here. So he's always got this problem now that if he just moves his queen, I'm going to take on d2, he's going to take here, and then I'm going to take here, and I'm going to be able to take the bishop back next go. So he's lost a pawn, and he's not got the dark square bishop that I've just given away. So that's always going to be his problem. So that's why he has to play f3. But here I'm forcing this f3 move, and then now this bishop e3 check just really works quite nicely. And what I was worried about here was queen takes bishop, knight takes c4, queen e2, and then here I was worried after knight takes b2, he takes g4. I was worried that my knight wouldn't escape. Okay, computer's telling me that queen a5 here will get my knight out via a4, which it looks good as well. But I was actually probably going to do rook takes bishop first. That's not as good apparently. So actually once, oh mind you, it is good. Takes here, and then I was going to go, oh no, maybe this is just terrible. Because actually you can repin it as well. Okay, maybe I've got a check, but that's not looking too good. So okay, so I would have had to do knight takes bishop. And apparently he's meant to take here, which looks a little bit weird. Go into this position, bishop d7. Okay, so this would be his best bet. I'm a pawn up, which is this pawn, which is an awesome pawn, by the way. Protected pass pawn. Okay, it's quite far away from queening. But he's at least got control of the open b file. To be honest, I was a bit surprised when he went takes here. This is what I call hope chess. Yeah, well, I'm a FIDE master. That's what the FM stands for. So I'm a pretty good player. But this is hope chess. So he just wants to checkmate me on this square with this bishop, but the bishop's literally about to be taken. So it's almost like queen h6. It's a move designed probably quite good in blitz with really low time controls, maybe bullet time controls. But it doesn't actually threaten anything. There's no checkmates here or here. It just looks dangerous because it's close to the king. And actually all it's doing is it's becoming a target. So when the knight takes this pawn back on g4, the queen gets hit again. So I should imagine that this is all over here at this point. I don't think I'll probably make a mistake after this. Maybe there's an easier way to... Yeah, it's just all over. I'll just take everything. Okay. It wants f5 or c4, but I'm sure this move is quite good. And then, yeah, it's just, I mean, the problem is here is what I was looking at was rook d1, so we win this pawn back, and I was just going to take his bishop off. And I'm quite comfortable with rook and pawn endings, so I'd be very happy to play that game. Okay, let's just have a look at the game that we started with, because actually I thought he did very well in this game, actually. As well, so okay, so I might have won this game It's always nice to win games, but okay, can you see that on the stream? Okay, is that okay? Yeah, it is okay. So this game I think I played quite poorly actually, and I got very lucky that he didn't much time. So okay, let's have a look at the openings here. So I've just clicked on the tree. I know you can't see that part, but this is all pretty standard. 6 bishop g5. Yeah, bishop e6 is by far the main move here. So what is wrong with c6? Why is c6 so just not played as much? Okay, so this is the interesting move. So there's quite a few moves being played here. A lot of sensible moves like e3, knight here, maybe even a4 just to prevent b5 or try and hinder b5 from being played. But the move that really stands out to me, two moves that have been played. Queen b3 has been played the most, which I kind of did in the game. The move that I really like though here is queen c2. I like queen c2 a lot because the whole point of black's play with this pawn structure is to get this bishop onto a good square, and we take away the f5 square from it. It can't come to this square anymore. And the other reason why I like queen c2 is because we might even chuck an early e4 in, and this is a common break. And back here during the game, this is the move that I was looking at, and I don't think it works. I think black just gets too many checks. So okay, you can make use of the pin, but after maybe queen here, or maybe even bishop here. Oh, it's a bit of a strange diagonal. Bishop here check. I think white's the one that needs to be in a lot of trouble. So queen c2, I'll remember that for next time. That looks like a good move. So okay, I went e3 though. Okay, he brought his bishop out. And yeah, here we're all out of book here because these moves have not been played. So let's look at the computer. b5 makes a lot of sense. Knight e5 kind of makes sense. Bishop d6, and now it decides to go a little bit crazy with f4. And it does not like that move at all. It does not like f4, and probably due to what happened in the actual game, which we'll look at. So here, it wants just simply bishop e2, maybe a4. Actually wants e4 here, what? Ah, I completely missed that. That's quite nice actually, isn't it? This move e4. In fact, I could probably have... knight e5 not only attacks this pawn and keeps this knight grounded to defending it, it also attacks this pawn here. So here I could trick e4 in. Oh, that's nice. I did not see that at all during the game. Okay, it's not winning for me or anything like that, but it's just a nice little idea that if he takes here, it's checkmate. Which would be a bit of a sad way to go, and he can't take with a knight because it's pinned. We've got a knight defending it, he's only got one attacker really, so therefore he has to retreat. And this would just, a move like this, especially in the blitz game, would soak up a lot of time. A lot of his clock would go on to responding to this move. Let's see how many we're on. So what would you do here? So the computer says bishop e6. Okay, I'm guessing we have to take. Yeah, c takes. Okay, and it still likes black's position here, but seems to keep saying white's better, black's better. Can't really make up his mind. But this exchange is quite good for us. Now this is really weak, so when we do play a4, we are actually threatening to take it. I'll probably just get this bishop out, to be honest, and then castle. Okay, I missed e4. Okay, well, I went f4. That's a bad move. And then he played h6, which looks good. Yeah, I think when I went bishop h4, I didn't really believe he was going to go g5 here. Even though this is better for me, the computer's saying, which I did not think it was. So maybe I should have taken, which is what the computer wants. And then gone for a4, b4. And knight e2 is a move. What is going on with knight e2? Just to get it to g3? Or to block that diagonal? No, I'm not really buying that. Okay, well I went back, he went b4, knight a4 is standard, but g5, this is critical. Absolutely critical. So here, the computer says I'm just completely winning after this. He went knight e4, so why am I, what? Oh, no. What a tactic that is. I don't know if you can see that in the, you can't see the analysis on the stream, but oh, that's a really nice tactic. So this is yeah, okay, puzzle rush. This is why you've got to be alert. Tactics like this, and I had time as mind you, I didn't have that much time. You know, a minute 29 is halfway through if you started with 3 minutes. So I've used quite a lot of time to get to this position. I really need to speed up massively. This tactic is really nice. So here there's a problem that the queen is pinning the pawn to the bishop. Okay, I moved away and I was slightly worse, but there's a really nice tactic here, which is knight takes pawn f7, which I completely missed in the game. I need to see those tactics, and I'm capable of seeing this, because the point is that obviously we fork the queen, the rook, and maybe even the bishop as well, depending what you want to take, because he's going to save his queen, probably play something like, oh, mind you, it might be a free rook, because he can't do king takes knight because of this check, and when we check the king, we take the queen next go, and that would be game over. So, what's his best move here? Is queen c7, something like that? And what do we do? Well, if he's not pinning the pawn to the bishop, then we can actually just move the pawn, but I mean, maybe just knight takes rook, and with plenty of pieces up here. What about queen e7? Is that a better move? This computer still just likes knight takes bishop as well, but knight takes rook is just too much material already. Oh, I should have. Well, I don't know if I should have seen that. I guess because he played g5, it put me on the back foot. Maybe I was thinking too defensively here, and the point of putting my knight into e5 was so that it was a beautiful piece, but I went rook c1 and now I'm just lost. Completely lost here. Bishop f2, yeah. Losing my dark square bishop was not the plan. Yeah, and this is why I did knight takes c6, because whatever I do defensively on this side of the board, it feels like I'm going to lose. He's got too many pieces coming down. Queen coming in after knight takes bishop. This looks terrible. So therefore I decided to create some chaos myself. Takes rook takes, and now he's at least got something to think about. Maybe I'm threatening to do this. Maybe my queen's coming into d5. Something along these lines. He takes here. I actually quite liked it that he took here. I thought g3 was going to be much better. I don't know why he didn't go g3. This looks so much stronger for him. That's what I thought he would do, but my plan was to go bishop here, and after takes, just to be funny, to go bishop back, but it's just hopeless. He just takes it, and I forgot that after this he's got this check here, which is what I missed. Well, in my calculations I missed that. I saw it after I did it. I was like, no! And then this looks horrible because, I mean, this pawn's actually really quite good. I was hoping that he wouldn't get any checks on my king, but he's going to get a lot of checks on my king. In fact, king f3, that would be checkmate. So what, king e2, bishop g4 check. Yeah, apparently this is mate in an 11. I mean, it does not look very good for me at all, does it? So yeah, if he'd have played g3 here, I would have been lost, but he took king takes, and now I'm slightly back in the game. Still this check here, I don't know why he's not playing it. I think maybe... No, I don't know why he's not playing it. The pin on the H file was what he was playing for, and he just didn't use it. King e1, rook d8. Rook d8. The problem is he's got 4 seconds left, and he's panicking because of time. But the thing is, though, he's got to use his time better, because if we go back only a few moves, let's say go back to around here. I'm at 1 minute 20. He's at 1 minute 40. He's actually got more time than me here, and he's got a better position. And we get to this point, and now I've got a time advantage, and he spends, what was it, 44 to 17? So that's what, 27 seconds on knight takes, when he could have done g3, which is so much easier. So he had a think and chose the wrong move, and made it difficult for himself. And then rook d8 is just defensive, and this is just because of time here, which is a shame. Because yeah, I thought he played well, I played badly in this game. Right, okay, so, well, it's a couple of blitz games, a bit of analysis from them as well, and some puzzle rush to start off with. Quite interesting games, actually, and I'll be doing more of this stuff in the future. Next week might only be for half an hour, perhaps. We'll have to see, because I'll be at the foreign CL, so I'll be playing some over-the-board games, which will be hopefully live online. I don't know if chess.com follows them or whether they'll be on chess24, so you can follow them now if you follow the UK National League. But yeah, apart from that, thank you very much for watching the stream, and hope you've learnt something from it, and hopefully be here every Monday at 9 AM UK time. Bye bye everybody. Thank you. Ding, Nipo's about to start as well, isn't it?